Hello my dear students. First of all, I will thank you to watch my videos. Now my dear students, we had studied the two part of the verb, that was transitive, intransitive and finite verb. Now we will come to non-finite verbs. I hope you have understood the finite verbs very clearly. Now my dear students, non-finite verb, it means base of the verb often preceded by preposition to. Means to say that if you are using any verb or between two verbs, we will use preposition to. It is preceded by preposition to. Non-finites are of three kinds, that is infinitives, participle and gerund. Participle contains present participle as well as past participle also. In present participle, we are using ing form of the verb. Means, for example, taking, breathing, laughing, like that. And for past participle, ed or en form, that is also said to be third form of the verb. It is known as past participle form of the verb, like caught, forbidden, taken, etc. Here I will tell you the example for non-finite infinitive, that is I want to go. Here want is a verb and another verb is go. We have used the word to. So to go became infinitive. Second example, birds love to sing. Here first verb is love and second verb is sing. We have used to sing. To sing is an infinitive. I would like to tell you that the word to is frequently used with the infinitive but not essential part of that sentence or sign of it. But for certain verbs like bid, need, dare, see, hear, make, infinitives are used without preposition to. For example, I will tell you, make him stand. Here I haven't used any preposition with infinitive without to. I have used infinitive without to. Second example is bid him go there. Here also infinitive is without to. Now we will also use the infinitives without to with the modal auxiliaries like will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might or must. For example, I will play with you. Here with will I haven't used to. He can speak many languages. Here also the word to is not used. Now we will come to understand uses of infinitives. First, infinitives are used as the subject of a verb, that is, to find fault is easy. Here the infinitive like a noun, it is subject of a verb is. Second, as the object of a verb, I do not mean to read. Here like a noun, object of a verb. Now, we are done about the two uses of the infinitive. Third is, infinitive is used as the object of the preposition. For example, he has no choice but to obey. Means except to obey, he doesn't have any choice to obey. This is the here to is working for the preposition. Second example is the speaker is about to begin. Here to is used as preposition. It is working for as infinitive also for the verb begin. Now fourth use is as the complement of a verb. For example, her greatest pleasure is to sing. Her greatest pleasure. To complete this sentence we need some more words, that is it is to sing. Next example is his custom is to ride daily. I would like to tell you, beside these uses, infinitive is also used to express first like purpose, causes. So to qualify the verb, we are using them to express purpose or causes. For example, we eat to live. Here it is showing purpose. Second example, he wept to see the desolation caused by a flood. Here it is showing a cause. Second use, when the infinitive is used, that is to qualify an adjective. For example, figs are good to eat. Here good is showing as the work of an adjective. Next example is this medicine is pleasant to eat. My dear students, you know what is an adjective. Adjective are showing the speciality of noun. So here pleasant is an adjective. To is working for pleasant, that is an infinitive. Third example, to qualify a noun. For example, I have third part is to qualify a noun. Here, for example, I have taken this is not the time to play. Next example is here is a house to let. Now, fourth uses of that infinitive is to qualify a sentence. For example, I have taken it to tell the truth. I quite forgot my promise. So, my dear student, I would like to clear you that the infinitive when used as given up or we have seen those uses, that time we call them gerundial or qualifying infinitive. We can say that infinitive may name the act also, and the next point is the infinitive may be active or passive form also. When active form, it may have present and perfect form of the verb also. My previous videos links are in description box. Please check it down.